So the day has arrived. Senator Bernie Sanders, independent from Vermont, has announced that he is running for the Democratic presidential nomination. Yes, today is the day where the fires have been started, or at least rekindled back from 2016. Now, he made this announcement earlier in an interview with CBS John Dickerson, and I want to show you that. Let's take a look.
So, Senator Sanders, you're going to run for president.
I am going to run for president. That's correct.
What's going to be different this time?
We're going to win. We are going to also launch what I think is unprecedented in modern American history, and that is a grassroots movement, John, to lay the groundwork for transforming the economic and political life of this country. That's what's different.
And that's your theory, which is that without the groundswell, without the grassroots, you can't change the politics
That's
of
exactly
Washington.
right. Look, John, somebody can come before you and say, look, I want to do A and I want to do B, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, the only way that real change takes place is when millions of people stand up, fight back, and say, enough is enough. We're going to have a government that works for all of us, not just a few. But bottom line for me is I think it is absolutely imperative that Donald Trump be defeated, because I think it is unacceptable and un-American, to be frank with you, that we have a president who is a pathological liar, and it gives me no pleasure to say that, but it's true. We have a president who is a racist, who is a sexist, who is a xenophobe, who is doing what no president in our lifetimes has come close to doing, and that is trying to divide us up.
But all of your opponents will say, we've got to get Donald Trump out of the White House. That's not your distinguishing characteristic. So
that is not my distinguishing characteristic. I think what I am very proud of, and in a sense, this campaign, John, is a continuation of what we did in 2016.
So there it is. Bernie Sanders running, going against, planning to go against Donald Trump, already hitting him, for being a sexist, racist, etc. And he's already got some momentum behind him. I'm excited, and there is a lot of people who are also excited. Apparently, fundraising, since his announcement, in at least the latest figures that I know, there have been donors from all across every single state that have pitched in over $1 million in over 4 hours. So, damn. That's all from individual small donors, average of $27 at a time. So already he started his campaign not only with, yes, I'm going after Donald Trump, I am distinguishing myself mainly because, look, what I bring to the table is I've been advocating for these policies for decades. These policies are incredibly popular. Later on, of course, they get into some of the policies like Medicare for All. But basically, this is a continuation of the political revolution. And so that's what he's saying. We're going to finish what we started here in 2016. We're going to finish it in 2020. We're going to defeat Donald Trump. And we're going to bring about massive political change. But of course, he can only do that, he says, if he has support, if he has a political groundswell of regular people that are supporting his campaign. So that's one of the things that I'm really excited to see. There's a lot of young people in this election cycle. Now people are awake, they're aware. And look, last time there were a lot of issues with the Democratic primary. There were, two main contenders, Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton, and there was a lot of shady stuff that happened in the primaries. A lot of arcane rules. Now, a lot of these people, they know better. So now that we know better, now that we know what to do and how to actually get involved in the political process, I think 2020 is going to be a lot different than 2016. And so, Bernie Sanders, Godspeed, man. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TYTNation. set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent progressive media.